name is Tom Leo, and you are watching another streaming vid on the Tom Leo YouTube channel. It's Sunday, so we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Well, we're gonna do something different. Because I had, I can't talk. I've played the solo mode in this game in my off time. I enjoy the solo mode, trying out different decks and seeing what they're all about. But there was one story piece that came out some time ago that I never had a chance to got into, and I figured that might make for a fun stream today. But I could never find a good reason to actually play it. Well, I have a reason now. It's because I'd rather do this than be humiliated again like last time. So, there you go. So we're going to do the solo mode and learn a little bit about the lore of the cards. Sounds pretty exciting. So anyway, welcome Heather Flanagan. Hope you're doing well. Let's get started. Alright, solo mode. That would have been cooler if I actually hit the freaking button. Okay. So you got two different sections in solo mode. You got stories and you got training and challenges. When you first load up the game, it gives you some training and challenges modes. Not all of them. Like, I'll just show you real quick. Gives you the tutorial. I think it gives you these four first, and then it lets you decide if you want to do this one. These ones are actually really cool, but we're not showing those off. We're showing off the stories. And there's a ton of them. And I've completed all of them, because I'm awesome like that. But we're going for one in particular. Where is it? Here it is. The Terminal World. This is one. They added a new story section to this particular one. So we're going to do this one for our stories. And there it is. The Flamville stuff. However, I think, because this is like interconnected stories and such, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go through all the stories in this, and then we'll get to the new one, so you guys have a better understanding as to how these stories play out, what they're about, and so that we're all on the same page for this particular story, which is called The Terminal World. So, let's have a listen. Or let's have a watch, I guess. Starting with Alliance for Justice. Play. So every time you do one of these solo games, they give you a scenario. It's usually one scenario, but this one had two, I guess. A practice one, and then like a duel, and then you get to the goal to see how this part of the story ends. And if you're feeling really confident, and you have enough of these materials, attribute materials, you can unlock this gate and try out some of the harder decks based around this particular story. I'm not going to focus on these two extra ones. I'm just going to go for the story. Do the regular. I'm gonna do the scenario, skip the practice because I know what it's about. Duel, I think it's the story. You know, try to speed up the story so we get to the new one. Well, I say new, but it's been out for a while. New for me. Okay. Anyway, start with the first scenario. Alliance for Justice. On a certain planet, several tribes were at war, trying to expand their territories and conquer the continent. However, since none possessed superior military power, the battle between the forces was at a stalemate. The long-lasting war seemed like it would continue for decades, or even for all time. However, the battle will come to a conclusion in an unexpected way. That conclusion was a giant meteorite that flew in from outer space. The organic matter on that meteorite adapted to the new environment and began to multiply and evolve. These invasive worms that drifted through space and devoured stars had become their invasion of the planet. Facing these interstellar invaders, the tribes signed a truce agreement. Each of them then went on to fight the worms and protect their tribal lands.
I want to know where to go. I want to go. Give me the gold. I want to go.
Thank you, Ash, for showing off 13 months of being a gold member. Very cool. The Ice Barrier. The Ice Barrier tribe that worshipped the holy beast of ice resisted by releasing Britannica Dragon of the Ice Barrier. The freezing gusts by the Ice Dragon pushed the worms back. A group of warriors called Flamville controlled fire. The war chief, Flamville Uraquiza, who incinerated the onrushing hordes, was an integral part of the fight. Guardians of the Mist Valley possessed the power of man and bird. They tricked the invaders, misled by the fog, and prevented them from entering the valley. X-Sabers are swordsmen led by Commander Gottstum Swordsmaster. They are few in numbers, but highly skilled, and have slain a countless number of the cosmic entity. And that's how these tribes became allies. But there's another part to this scenario. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but each of the different tribes is a different attribute of this whole thing. You had ice barriers for water, flammable for fire, mist for wind, and X-Sabers were earth, which, you know, very interesting against the light attribute worms. This is important, as you'll find out later. Their identity unknown and impossible to communicate with, the worms swarmed in unison like army ants. The tribes fought valiantly, repulsing the worm army. However, they couldn't wipe them all out. The worms that survived the flurry of attacks leaned from the stimulus and began to evolve. In this way, new specimens that were adapted to every situation were born and began to multiply. They formed another swarm and attacked once again. The invasion was unstoppable. Unable to withstand the invasion of worms one by one, the tribes were destroyed. On the brink of extinction, the representatives of the surviving tribes gathered to have a debate. The invaders are powerful. Individual strength is no match against the enemy. Now is the time to join forces and stand together. Thus, the four prominent tribes on the continent: Ice Barrier, Flamville, Mist Valley, and X-Saber got together to form the Ally of Justice. Each tribe began to develop weapons against the worms. The multitude of weapons designed to destroy the enemy were put to test on the battlefield. Thus, the all-out war against the worms for survival intensifies as the days progressed. All right, let's get to the actual duel. We're gonna use the loner deck for this, just for a little bit of challenge and just show off what these cards are capable of. I'll go random. I'm going second. Fantastic. In these sorts of solo scenarios, I don't think it really matters who goes first and second, because you don't have to worry about hand traps. Okay. So I think we're going up against worms, actually. So what do we have? I got rank 4. Got an Ally of Justice, level 10 Synchro, Ally of Justice, level 9, 8, and 5. Okay. What do we have? Double Summon. If this monster battles a light monster after damage calculation, negate the effects of that monster, including in the graveyard. Okay, that seems pretty useful. What else do we have? Ooh, you can discard this card to the graveyard, then target up to 2 light monsters in your opponent's graveyard, banish those targets. Okay, that's a neat little hand trap. Oh, when I say hand trap, I mean like there's no Ash Blossom and such. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card from your hand to return spell or trap cards from the field equal to the number of face-up tuner monsters on the field. Okay. You can tribute this card, then target 1 ally just type monster you control. That target's attack becomes double until the original until the end of the turn. Okay. So we're actually, yeah. Normally in like solo mode, you're facing off against the exact same deck. However, for this particular scenario, I think we're facing off against the worm style deck. You know, recreating the battle, so to speak. And the worms have flip effects that will activate. So as soon as I attack into it, this card can stop it. So I got a 4. So what can I summon? That's the thing. Okay. Because I got double summon, I can summon 2 monsters at the same time. At the start of damage, if this card battles a face-up... Oh, it has to be face-up, so that won't be as useful. This card gains 200 attack for each light monster. I don't know how useful that's going to be. This card attacks... If this attacking card destroys a face-down defense push monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, draw 1 card. That might be useful, but I need like a level 9. I don't think I have enough to summon it. And of course, level 10 is going to be... So 10, 9, 8, and 5. I think I'm better off using this monster for now and saving my tuners for later. Yep. Alright, I'm stronger. Negates. And what do you do? This card is an almost summon target when defensive position monster changed it. Oh, okay, well. What does this do? You can discard this card to the graveyard, the target to this monster, banish them. No, I want to save that. Okay, I guess we'll just pass here. Most likely gonna play another face-down monster. Oh no, he played a card. Once per turn, if your opponent controls a monster, you control no monster, you also a reptile worm monster from your hand in face-down defense position. Okay. That card's gonna be a problem. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, none of this is gonna help me. Okay. I need to get rid of those back row. Or be able to summon a monster that can overpower it. Ooh, Jet Synchron. Secret material, you can add a junk monster from your deck to your hand. Okay. This card's in your graveyard, you can send one card from your hand to your graveyard, so this card eventually enters the field. Okay. So, what could get rid of this back row? This can get rid of monsters right out of the gates. Since they're not, dark monsters. This one can grow stronger with each light monster he has on the field. That's for face down defense. Destroy our spells and traps. Okay, so if I could get this monster on the field, I could get rid of his back row. How am I gonna summon this monster, though? Actually, I could use this card's effect. And get rid of... It'll return cards, so you could just play them back, though. That's my only... Oh, wait. What am I doing? There's an easy way to get rid of it. Just use this card. I completely forgot I had that in my hand. I swear, my pop filter makes it very difficult to see what's right in front of me. Okay, now that that's done, so I can do... double summon, Brain, which will provide an extra summon. I made it stronger. No, it needs to be triggered, right? Yeah, it needs to be triggered. So we're just gonna do. We're gonna do this. Synchro summon. LA Justice Castrator. At the start of the damage step, this comprises the monster. Okay, so this monster effect is negated, so I don't need to worry about that. So let's get rid of this. Instantly dead. I would have preferred to do damage, but this is fine. I want to keep this card in my hand in case he does something that allows him to summon his monsters back to the field. Okay, another face down. And another... Oh, what did you just do? All monsters you control get their attack. Okay. So it's just a means to bolster his defenses. I'm not too worried about that. Neither player can special summon light monsters. Okay, well... It's not like he can summon light monsters anyway. Well, it's not like they special summon. Worm players mostly just play them face down in defense mode. They're all about flip effects, mostly. Hey, what's up, Lightning God? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. Okay. Although it's a monster with decent stats, so having it out would probably be a good idea. So, okay, let's destroy this first. Ensure that he's gonna have one less resource in case this monster winds up becoming something that F's me in the end. Okay. So I lost a few. Lost a little bit of attack, but that's not too bad. Whatever his face down is, it's not helpful at this current moment. Oh, he's done. Okay. Cool. What's this? If a light monster is on the field, destroy this card. Okay, don't want that. At the start of the damage side of this card attacks that face down. Defense special monster, destroy that face down. Ooh, I'm gonna want that for later, actually. So let's do another synchro summon. Oh, I could synchro summon this monster if I really wanted to. Oh, but it only works if he has a light monster. Hang on, I need to do some math in my head. 2200 plus 1700 is 39. Yeah, that's still stronger than this. I'm gonna go for another one of these. Just to be able to inflict more damage. Hey, what's up, Twisted Art Lady? How you doing? Hope all is well. Also, just so you guys are aware, while I do normally do, oh, what effect? Oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna save that for another time. I do normally do versus matches with viewers. Today I'm just focused on doing the story mode. Hey, what's up, Tatsuki Yoshi? Welcome to the stream. Up all as well. What is that? Pay 2,000 life points, then target one monster. Face third. And we're gonna put a kibosh to that. This, and what else do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of this one. I don't need him gaining resources. And now your trap is useless, and you just spent 2,000 life points on nothing. Which means if you don't draw a good card, you are screwed, buddy. Okay, got a monster. I might be able to destroy it. It really just depends. Ooh, what's this? If your opponent controls 2 or more monsters, including a light monster, you can supposed to summon this card from your hand. Okay, but this one's probably going to be the deal breaker. With its ability to just destroy face-down attack, face-down defense position monsters right out of the gates. There's no way. Yeah, even the effect. Oh. Well, isn't that just a crying shame? Yeah, I'm glad I held on to those cards. That was good. That was a good move on my part. Victory! Alright, let's continue the rest of the story. Each tribe developed their own ally of justice weapons and sent them off to war. The weapons initially performed as expected. However, after a certain period of time, they became ineffective. Why? This is because the worms even adapted to those weapons. Worms evolved to withstand extreme temperatures upon exposure to the ice barrier's freezing gusts of Ally of Justice Unknown Crusher, and flammable flames of Ally of Justice Rudrar. Ally of Justice Claustolios, created by Mist Valley, specialized in ambush from the skies. However, the invaders acquired the ability to camouflage, deceiving the Mist Valley weapons. Even the slashes of Ally of Justice Thousand Arms developed by X-Sabers were counteracted. Species with impenetrable hardened skin and ones that could divide and regenerate it appeared. The Alliance initially pledged allegiance to overcome the existential crisis altogether. However, the original dispute was unresolved, and differences of opinions and disorganization among the tribes had flared up once again. If this continues, they are sure to lose. To counteract the invaders, they had to truly unite. Otherwise, what is the Alliance for? The four tribes put aside their past ruts and decided to truly cooperate with each other. And so, the engineers of each tribe analyzed the pros and cons of their weapons, as well as the worm's characteristics. They needed offensive and suppressive power in close combat, defensive capabilities in brawls, maneuverability against long-range targets, and mass production throughout standardization. Combining the best of their technologies, an amazing weapon was born, equipped with everything necessary. Ally of Justice Castrator. As a result of their efforts, a weapon that was a masterpiece, never seen before, was complete. As soon as its performance and reliability were proven, mass production began. This will greatly help the tribes on the front lines. The worm's invasion intensified with each passing day. Battles spread across the continent. It was a battle with no end in sight. However, the unity of the Ally of Justice was becoming a symbol of great hope for the tribes on the planet. Yami Yugi versus Pablo Sanchez, aka Yu-Gi-Oh! X Backyard Sports. Hey, how's it going, Dumb Drum? Welcome to the stream up all as well. Alright, so that's the beginning of the Ally of Justice. Now we will move on to the next part of our adventure story. Mechanical beings in sync. There were beings that lived disconnected from other tribes and civilizations for a long time. Their name is Genix. They are mechanical beings with the power to control energy from nature, such as water, fire, and wind. They humbly use their power to improve the natural environment, as if to heal the planet itself. The Genix were shrouded in mystery, as few of the tribespeople that inhabited the planet even knew they existed. What is their purpose? How long have they existed on this planet? Some of the engineers of the Ally of Justice witnessed their power and started to secretly observe them. Meanwhile, the fight between the Ally of Justice and the Worm invaders was ever increasingly in intensity. Weapons including Ally of Justice Castrator were developed to battlefields across the land and achieve a certain level of success. But with the emergence of large specimens such as Worm Erakin and Worm Illidian, Their momentum was beginning to wane. Not only the ally of justice engineers, but also the soldiers fighting on the front lines foresaw the battle getting bogged down. Ally of justice engineers worked to break out of the status quo and conducted various technological developments and studies. But then, a message arrived from the person in charge of surveying the Genics. The Genics and worms have begun battling one another. Sounds promising, doesn't it? Alright. I'm going second again. Also, Baldi's Basic in Education and Dueling, aka AU of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, where Baldi and Co get hired to work at Duel Academy, and now Jaded and Co got us all mad. Baldi got to them. Gotta get them. Okay. Oh, I remember this one. That face-down monster is gonna be a problem. The second I attack it, my monster's just gonna go right back to my hand. Okay, what do I have in my extra deck that can help me? Okay, I got 9, 8. I got 2 different 8 monsters. 7, 6. Okay, so my synchro started at 6. What does this do? All machine monsters on the field gain 200 attack. Each time a face-up machine monster on the field is destroyed by battle or by card effect, place 2 junk counters on it. You can send this card to the graveyard and target 1 machine monster in graveyard whose level is less than or equal to the number of junk counters. Special summon the target. Okay. While you control this face-up card, all Gen X monsters control gain 400 attack. Okay. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was normal summon this turn, you can add a machine-type tuner monster from your deck or hand. Okay, that might be helpful. Once per turn, you can select one face-up monster on the field and declare one attribute. The selected monster's attribute becomes declared one until the end phase. Interesting. Okay, I need a normal monster to summon this. That's not gonna help much anyway. I can add a machine monster. Okay, I got nothing that's gonna be able to take that thing down, which means I'm gonna whatever monster I send out is just gonna go right back to my hand. But at least this way, if I use this monster, I'll get another machine monster in my hand. Maybe I can get another normal monster and be able to get some combos going. Alright, let's give this a shot. I'm just gonna destroy this, get rid of these resources. Alright, set this, and done. That's my turn. Yes. Really? Okay. Okay. Once per turn, you can target one Gen X monster in your graveyard. This card is... Okay, no. Play one attribute and discard this card to select a Gen X monster control. No. I want this one. Oh, I could summon one from my hand, too. Huh. Okay, this might actually help me. So I could flip summon, and then I could summon... Okay, here we go. Select the monster. Okay, now would be a good time to use this. Get another monster on the field, and potentially protect myself. 13. This one. This one can probably handle whatever monster they try to... Yeah. Oh, they're going for a cease summon. Well, this just became problematic. Ow! That hurt. Oh, great, another one. Don't see a way to actually take down these monsters. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to summon multiple monsters at once. That's the big problem. I'm going to have to make the same play I did before. I literally have nothing to do. Dude, this guy. Yeah, this is gonna kill me. There's a chance this is gonna kill me. Oh, wait. Hang on. Maybe if I do this. Okay, no. They're just gonna destroy it. And yeah, I can attack twice in a row. Fantastic. Great. Yeah, thanks for giving me useless cards, game. Hey, you know that thing where... You know that thing where people are able to conduct multiple summons in a turn? Yeah, this deck can't do that with these cards, so... Fix that, asshole. Do I special summon another one, or... Well, it doesn't really matter, I could just... And this one's not... Because Link Spider is just not... Link Spider is not useful in this deck at all. I'm better off just having 2 of these on the field. This card distributes someone by triggering a Jax monster. You can destroy 1 card your opponent controls. I don't like that. 6. And if I use Monster Reborn to summon Jax controller, I could get 6, 7, 8, 9, which would give me this monster. If this card is synchro summon, take control of 1 monster your opponent controls with the highest level. You know what? I got a good strat for this. First, we're going to tribute summon this monster, use its effect. We're going to destroy the back row, even though it's possibly... Yep, knew it. Freaking knew it. How did I know it was that card? Because all the key cards that these guys need just automatically gravitate to the person's hand. It's fine, though. Hey, what's up, Gabrielle? How you doing? Hope all is well. Why? Oh, I can't summon it because of its summoning restrictions. Son of a piece of shit. Great. I thought I was going to be able to swipe his monster. Nope. Another face down monster. Might be something that could bounce back from my hand. Okay. This card's name becomes that monster until the end phase. Still not helpful. Yep, called it. I just knew it was going to be that monster. That's why I attacked with this monster, because if I attacked with the other one, he would have bounced it back to my hand and I wouldn't have been able to do any damage. Destroy one card your opponent controls. You know what? Let's do face down monster, just in case. If he summons a powerful monster and gets through my attack, then I'll be able to summon this monster and destroy one of his cards. Alright. Okay, I can also... Oh yeah, I can remove one and special summon another... My attack's gonna go down, but that's not too big of a deal. Especially if I could destroy one of his monsters. Yeah, I think I might be able to kill him here. Effect, we're gonna destroy this card. Because I don't want this coming back to bite me. Send this to the grave and get this monster. Okay. Hopefully this does enough. No, it's not gonna be enough. I'm gonna be... At the very least... Okay. At the very least, I'm gonna stop him from using that trap card to resummon his monsters in face-down defense position. Because it requires 2,000 life points to do so. He only has 1,600, so I stopped that from being a problem. Target one face-up card you control. You cannot special summon from the extra deck for this turn. Sync machine, synchro monsters. Also destroy that card if you do special summon Crystal Tuner from your deck. Okay, well, that seems kind of pointless now. Let's summon this one. Can I actually synchro? No, I can't. Yes, they always giving you the shitty deck. Yeah, like it's not even... It's really dumb. Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? I still beat you. Eat this. Hey Twisted, how you doing? Hope all is well. Let's go gambling for cards we don't want. Hey, what's up, Story Gamer? Says, hey, Tom, just wanted to stop by and say thank you again for making my absolute day yesterday. Yeah, no problem, bro. It was a long time coming, and I'm happy that I was able to finally deliver. Hope you're doing awesome. Yeah, we're doing well. Just, playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, going through some story, having ourselves a good time. The purpose of the Gen X is still unknown. However, it is a fact that the Gen X have started their own fight against the worms. Some of the engineers of the Ally of Justice analyzed the behavior of the Gen X in the following ways. The Gen X were originally acting to improve the planet's environment. The worms must have been recognized by the Gen X as an invasive alien species that is destroying and polluting the environment. That must be why they're taking action to eliminate them. The attention of the engineers was focused on somehow incorporating the Gen X's power as an ally of justice force. After a meticulous investigation, a means of communication was established via Gen X controller. Their ability to harness the power of nature to create energy and eliminate their enemies was gradually deciphered. Thus, the research took a huge leap forward, and they were eventually recognized as part of the Ally of Justice forces. Later, the Gen X were manipulated by the engineers and utilized as weapons of great power. Preparations for a major operation against the worms was steadily underway. Regardless of whether the mechanical beings wanted to participate or not. I know when I asked Tom about it, he said he won't play the early days collection because he isn't a big fan of classic Yu-Gi-Oh games or something. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't seem as... I mean, I complain about how annoying, like, and complex the modern Yu-Gi-Oh is, but honestly, I much prefer things being more complex than overly simple, you know? Alright, next story is going to be the X-Sabers. So we're going to learn about the X-Sabers. The Sword of Will, X-Saber. Invasive creatures called worms have come drifting through space, eating other stars. An alliance of justice called the Ally of Justice was founded to kill them. The four groups at the heart of Ally of Justice: disciples of the mighty Ice Dragon, the Ice Barrier; rulers of a hazy valley, the Mist Valley; burning everything clad in flame, the Flamville; and the former mercenary group, the X-Saber. As the war against the worms progressed, X-Sabers were put in a pinch. Some worms became smarter, and instead of attacking in numbers, formed swarms that coordinated their attacks. Many were wounded by the mobilizing enemy, and many elite fighters were injured in battle. Some went right back into trouble with machine prosthesis before their wounds even healed. To turn the tide of battle, a new strategy was needed. X-Saber leader Commander Gotsum, Swordmaster, was building a new strategy while comparing the past with the now. This is the X-Saber base. The X-Sabers have an altar that imbues their weapons with great power. He is reminded of the owner of a single sword that has been struck into the ground there. The sword belonged to Gotham's. However, it once belonged to another individual. Long before the attack of the worms, an age where each of the groups were feuding for power. there was a mercenary group, X-Saber, that was founded by one man. The man at the center of it was X-Saber's Souza. He cut down many enemies with his 2 swords. His skill was highly regarded by others. There were many drifters who did not have land or families to protect. They all threw themselves into battle with him to survive the war. Gothams was one such drifter. Gothams thought more highly of Souza than anyone else. The strength and charisma to lead the crude and fearless mercenaries. On the one hand, Gothams also saw Souza's shortcomings. Or on the other hand, he was wild and ruthless, and did not hesitate to sacrifice men for victory. Even as a group formed for survival, there are times when you must care about the conditions of these soldiers. As soon as Gothams joined the mercenaries, he did his best to display his worth to the group. He became Souza's right-hand man, and took on the role of connecting Souza to his men. The aggressive Souza was able to create such a powerful army, not only because of his absolute power, but also due to the tenacity of Gothams acting as buffer and shaping the organization. The group needed these 2 things to maintain balance. However, Gotham's contribution to the group led to its splitting off between ones that followed Souza and ones that are loyal to Gotham's. Gotham's was a loyal second-in-command to the aggressive Souza. More and more people started to regard him as their leader. Even as some have even openly spoken to him to lead the group instead of their reckless leader. What will happen to us if we are divided as a group in the midst of this war? The smaller factions will be eaten alive and soon disappear. However, Gotham's barely tolerated Souza's temperament. But Souza's powerful spirit and commitment to lead the group into battle was something he admired. The 2 factions seemed calm on the surface, but the distance only grew over time. If this were to continue, it would spell disaster. While tension grew higher within the group as the tensions grew higher within the group, an incident occurred. During a mission, Souza disappeared. Gothams and his men looked to him, but found only one of his swords. The blade was still sharp, and there were no other signs of battle in the area. In other words, he left one of his swords and disappeared without a trace. With no clues to find, Gothams abandoned the search. Gothams was faced with another big decision. How can the group survive without Souza, its spiritual pillar? That was a lot. That's a little history of the X-Sabers. And fun fact for those that watch the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, the X-Sabers were actually used by a character in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 anime. I don't know if you remember him, but his name was, I think it was Kit Blade or something like that. He's the he's the top synchro master from the Leo Institute. I understand you prefer complex Yu-Gi-Oh! Over early games, Tom, but personally the Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games I found interesting because they either mix and match stuff from manga and anime, or in other cases contain early versions of some characters who differ from their final counterparts in some video game only characters. Long one first, yay. It's not bad game design, more like teaching you how the deck works in that story. Yeah, it sucked. Or at least the the Gen X did. I think these ones are going to be a little more cohesive. Equip only to an X Saber monster. If it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can destroy one card your opponent controls. You can contribute one monster control to return this card. Okay. If you control an X Saber synchro monster, you can target 2 X Saber monsters from your graveyard, such as some both targets that are either summoning conditions would change their attack to 0, also destroy them during the end phase of this turn. Interesting. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one level 4 lower X Saber monster from your hand. Okay, that's gonna be helpful. How be a synchro monster? While this card is faced up on the field, it cannot be tribute. If this card is normal or flip, summon, change this card's defense. Once per turn, you can discard a spell, so there's only level 4 monster from your deck, but that monster cannot attack this turn. Okay, that's fine. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon one level 4 or lower X Saber monster from your deck. Interesting. Okay. There's a few routes we could take from this. Unfortunately, I don't have a tuner in here to summon any of my synchro monsters. I do have Xyz monsters, but I've got nothing that can I use to summon them. Let me see. So I got 9, I got 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, okay, so I got a few cards. Okay, but I need a tuner monster in order to do that. So I'm thinking either set this card, get the opponent to destroy it, and special summon a tuner from my deck, which could potentially survive. Or use this monster to summon a tuner, and then do a synchro summon, and then use this card. I can't conduct my battle phase, but it's my first turn, so I'm not going to be able to... Oh, I need 2 X Saber monsters in my graveyard, so that wouldn't work. Where's this up to? No, I need another one. I could also summon this monster as well, but then I wouldn't be able to summon anything. Okay. Let's see what we could summon with this one. Oh, we need to discard a spell card to do that. Shoot. Let's ditch this one, why not? I can always just get it back into my hand regardless. Oh, I can summon this one. You can send this card to the graveyard, special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast monsters from your deck with their effects are negated. Also, there's trigger in there. Okay, this might actually be a... This is actually a pretty useful card. Assuming one of the tuners I could get from this is a beast monster, which I'm almost positive there is. Beast warrior, beast, not a tuner. I still can't get a tuner. Is there seriously no tuners in this deck or something? Or at least not a beast. It says level 4, right? Special summon a level 4 monster from your... Oh, level 4 specifically. Okay. Alright, in that case, let's do this one. And then... This is actually, like, a card that a lot of people used a lot in, like, their beast decks or such for... link materials and such. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Let's see. So 3 would get me a level 7. 8, 9, 10. That's too high. I can at least get a level 7. Or a level 6. Oh, and they're destroyed during the end phase. Oh, that's the other thing I gotta worry about. Okay, so what if I did a level 6? Summon probably one of these 2 monsters. No, I don't think I want that. Tuner. Okay, that'll be easy to summon since most X-Saber monsters are Earth monsters. Yeah, let's just skip these ones on the field. Okay, let's see. So I can either... What does this do again? That's not helpful. I'm trying to think what's gonna, like, protect me the most. Actually, do I have... I do, actually. I could go the Xyz route and utilize all the card... Well, actually, no. Because then I can only do one summoning. Jeez, this is difficult. I think I'm gonna do this. Oh, right, I could tribute a card. If I wanted to. Oh, right. Goofed again. Okay. Alright, I guess this will have to do for now. This card is sent for your field. You can add one X-Saber monster for... Oh! Okay, that's actually helpful. I didn't even realize it. What do I want, actually? Another tuner would be great. Graveyard, nope. Graveyard's your hand. Whoops, I wasn't finished checking the other cards, but I just decided to add that to my hand, I guess. Oh, we're playing against other X-Sabers. Okay. Yes, Dino Rabbits, deck, ugh. Okay. What do you have? If this card attacks a bonus monster, it's great. Attacks a monster. Okay, so if I attack it, it's not gonna get that. So if this card is attacked by an opponent's monster, this card loses 500. Oh, it's a glass jaw card. You can tribute another to negate the monster attack. You don't have another monster. Each face of X-Super monster on the field. That's okay, so this will help my cards as well. Okay, I need to think. What do I have that can help me out? So I can switch to something that. Let's do this so we can get another summon in. What do I want? Five. And then I have two more. Oh shoot, I don't have a tuner. How do I not have a tuner in this hand? And nothing that can help me either. Alright, let's do this, I guess. Oh, actually, I think I got... Okay, I can actually overpower his monster. Sure, but battle switch to someone for super monster from your deck. Okay, maybe I can... You know what? I'm gonna take a bit of a risk on this. I'm gonna attack with this first. Oh wait, oh shoot. I made a mistake. Because he's got that card and he's gonna destroy my... Yep. I goofed. But maybe I can make up for it with something good to summon to the field. What's like the strongest thing I can play? I could do that one if I wanted to. Top of the deck. Don't want that. No. Direct attack. That's not gonna help. I think I'm better off with this monster. There we go, got rid of it. Okay, and I got rid of this card too. I should have planned that a little better. I forgot about the equip spell. I was trying to get more damage in, but it didn't help me. Okay, this might help me out a bit. And this is pretty much useless now. And another one of these. Okay. What's gonna be the most helpful in this scenario? Probably this, I'd say. Well, this would also help get rid of his card, but it's also boosting me as well, so I don't have to worry too much about that. This does nothing. This will destroy all my cards. No, I need something a bit more permanent. We're gonna do this. Get another monster in the field. All right. This should do what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm in a better position than I was before. I'm hoping he can't make a counterattack, but who knows? That seems like he can make a counterattack, and it sure does. Yep, that's a problem. Okay, gonna get another little 4 monster. Basically sabers. That's not gonna help me. Well, hang on. I might have something, actually. This, special summon... This? Oh yeah, I could summon this... I could special summon this monster as well. And let's summon this one as well. Yeah, sure, why not? Give me... give me this one just in case. Graveyard, special summon it. What could I even... Level 4 or lower. Level 4 or lower, and then special summon. Do I have a level 9? Oh, I do. Card. That would be able to overpower the Souza if I get a level 4 monster in the grave. So I guess we'll do that. Or I could get like something else, but I think I want to. I don't get why I can't. Why am I unable to special summon monsters? Oh crap, did I screw myself up somehow? Why can't I synchro summon? I don't get why it's not letting me do this. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me do my play. It's really stupid, but for whatever reason, it's not letting me synchro summon the monster I want to summon. So, I feel like I just got gypped for no reason. Why can't I summon anything? Even right now. Oh, it's not a tuner. Fucking hell, I thought that was a tuner. God! Alright, now this is happening. I'm pissed. And I don't have many options. Boom. You're dead. Finally got rid of that problem. Alright. Only 2 cards in his hand. Oh, right. He's got an equip spell that can't even help. Oh, no. You gotta be kidding me! Oh, I hate you. Come on, I need something. Give me something. It's gonna boost his again. It's not gonna help me. And that's... Okay, no, I'm safe. Come on. Or 4 from my hand. Nope, I lose. Of course I frickin' lose, because... All because I didn't realize the monster I had summoned was not a tuner. It's ridiculous. Alright. We'll do a quick break, quick ad break, and then we'll get back to it, so BRB. Okay, we're back. And I'm not going to screw up this time. That is my goal, not to screw up. Oh, look at this. I do have Harpy's Feather Duster in this deck. Where was that during the last duel? Motherfucker. I am pissed. Swear to God, I thought that was a tuner. 4, 6. It's only 5, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So 5, 5, 6, or level 7 is what I could summon. I'm just making sure all of my options are available to me. Let's do this one actually. Just in case he pulls a spell card crap combo, I can just destroy his cards instantly. Okay, there's one. I'll save it though. I'll save it for something a bit more deadly. Alright, and you guys are gonna see why this card used to be banned back in the day. Never mind. You're not gonna be able to see because they just want to be giant dicks, I guess. Oh, right, it's 3. I forgot about that. Well... I mean, it's not like I'm going to be able to use this. I'm not going to be able to take down that monster anyway, but I can I show people why? There we go. Now I use Goyo Guardian's effect to take control of his monster. And yeah, I can't destroy... This can't be destroyed by battle, so I can't do that. But it's fine, though. Yeah, so this card's broken effect was being able to take control of any monster destroyed by battle and special summoning it to the field. Essentially ripping cards out of a person's graveyard that they need in order to perform their plays. I don't have a warrior except for this one. 5, 6, 7. That's just gonna be leave me right back here. Yeah. Not yet. I think I'm fine for now. Ah, great. This card. The other bullshitty card. Ah, frickin' course. Okay, that's fine. I think you lost way more than I did. Actually, I think this might be able to help me. I think. So if I do this, then play this monster to summon, I think I need... Yeah. This is the one I want. So now I can't summon the monster I thought I could summon. Why? Oh, right. Okay, oh, wait. I can do that. But I still wouldn't be able to use its effect. I still don't have a warrior. I only got this one in my hand. 5, 6, 7. I can summon... Well, actually, no. This might actually help me better. Okay, now I use this effect. Summon... Troll... There we go. Okay, this should do what I want it to do. I just gotta tribute an X-Saber monster to do it. But I can easily destroy another monster with its effect, rendering this monster's protection ability moot. Alright, now we're making progress. When you take battle or effect damage while controlling a saber monster, gain life points equal to the damage you took, and if you do inflict the same amount of damage to your opponents, then you can add a saber, spell, or trap, or Gotham's card for your deck to your hand. Interesting. I think we'll just go on the offensive. Wait, that counts? Oh, because it's got Saber in its name. Oh, wow, that is really stupid. Only this down just for good measure. Oh, this could come in handy if I need it. Which I don't think I do. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to kill him this turn. That's another Sabersaurus. Oh my god. Although it's still a... We're really gonna play this game, aren't we? We're really gonna play this game, huh? That's not gonna help. Yeah, give me this one just in case. Don't get another monster. Which is probably the single stupidest thing I could ask for. Yep. Oh, hey, what do you know? Ah, it's the trap that messed me up before. So I finally beat you, ass clown. Sure, why not? Never mind, I can't summon it, well, in that case. I mean, it's a little unnecessary, I'll admit, but you know what? I don't care. I want this asshole to lose so badly. Got it. Jesus Christ. Why does the game always look like it's freezing every time I deliver the final blow? Done. Alright, now you move on to the rest of the story. The impact of losing X-Saber Souza was immense. But they fought together and went through good and bad times together. If this group were to fall apart now, more would die. So Gotham's assumed leadership of the group that Souza left behind, to polish what Souza had built and pass on the group to the next generation. Later, Gotham's became the new commander of the mercenary groups X-Saber, a band of mercenary ruffians. We must transform into a band of swordsmen that work together to improve our skills and fight with spirit. Gotham's was determined. He nominated 10 elite swordsmen, each in charge of leading a handful of soldiers that wins and leaves no one behind. Some left the group due to these reforms, but Gotham's didn't blame those who did. Many decided to stay, and thus the group was reborn. With Gotham's in command, X-Saber Orbellium took his side. With these talented soldiers, X-Saber grew to become the largest on the continent. He established a base and even ruled over the entire region. There were times in the past when we had to remobilize due to the change in battle. Same can be said about now. They developed new tactics and techniques to resist the worms that have evolved to become more organized on top of their strength. Gotham's hand-picked a selection of elite agents once again. He urged his soldiers to use equipment with the newest technology and plan coordinated attacks using skills cultivated in the Ally of Justice. Some of the 10 elite soldiers had been a part of the group. Some had joined anew, but all were the best in the field. The two X's work together in battle. The two X's multiply the power of X. To push this idea forward, Gotham's changed the name of the group to the Double X Saber and confronts the worms. Thus began a new battle of those who inherited Spirit of the Sword. Alright. So this is actually taking a little longer than I initially thought. I don't think we're actually going to be able to get to the Flamble unless I start playing it now. But honestly, I kind of want to go through the story in order because the story is actually kind of interesting in that sort of way. I like doing things in order. So this is probably going to take multiple streams before we get to the whole arc of the terminal world. But let's enjoy what we got. And then next week, we'll move on to the next. Creatures. That's probably going to pop up. Yeah. The creatures of Natura Forest. On this planet, there is a woodland stretching out far over the horizon. Natura Forest. It is a vast, fertile region, called home to bugs, plants, stones, and other creatures given life by the earth itself. There are no wars here, and rarely are there any disturbances, save for the occasional human wandering in. The forest inhabitants are peaceful in nature, and always try to avoid conflict. The Natura have reshaped the vegetation to block passage through the forest, and the rock Natura have closed off the dangerous cliffs and holes to create a path. In order to lead the wandering humans away from the heart of the forest and prevent them from going deeper into the forest. Now and again, when an innocent child strays in, the Natura themselves will appear to guide the way back home. However, not all who stray into the forest are pure in their intentions. Some scoundrels are scheming to steal away a part of the forest keeper's body. It is said the power within it would raise a man's strength into that of a god. It is said to be an ingredient for a miracle elixir that grants eternal life and cures all diseases. It is said the sum of it would be too great to spend even in 3 lifetimes. Having placed their faith in these dubious whispers, they have trespassed deep into the forest. The inhabitants of the forest show no mercy to intruders with such ignoble aims. Even the non-violent Natura have their ways of roughing up intruders and encouraging them to go back whence they came. That said, the Natura do not wish to maim or kill anybody. For instance, the parched intruders reached out to take a bite of Natura strawberry, but hidden in the fruit's shadow is the prick of Natura horn needle. The intruders fled in surprise, only to be caught in a web of Natura spiderfang. Dangling helplessly, they then receive a tackle from Natura bamboo shoot. How the intruders fled with all their might, rubbing their bruises and licking their wounds. Many of the Natura are small in stature and equally slight in strength. But by cooperating as neighbors, they help each other to protect the forest from their enemies. Things continued in this manner for hundreds upon thousands of years. The forest, blessed with abundance and united in peace. However, eventually, a new menace appeared that threatened the very way of life. These invaders from outer space are known as worms. Yep, even the worms got to these guys. Alright, let's try the loner deck. I only vaguely remember how you use the Natura deck, but they're not that great. Special summon Natura from hand or graveyard, immune actors effect. Okay, well let me see what I have in my hand first before I start. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you control a Natura monster, have at least one card in your hand to get the activation. As you destroy it, then send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Okay. Activate only if you control a face of a Natura monster. The opponent's effect monsters cannot activate their effects this turn. Okay. During your turn, if the effect of a Natura monster was activated on your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's not super helpful. This is not the best hand I could have started with, all things considered. Unfortunately, this is all I can do. Yeah, this is not a good hand. This is not a good opening hand. Phew. Okay. Stopped that. When your opponent special summons a monster, you special summon a level 3 return monster. Okay, when he special summons. Negate the attack. Okay. So we're just gonna put the Kailash on that. This is gonna be... I used up all my cards, which is not something you want to be doing in a game. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do. Now I understand why this is not a good deck. I'm getting the computer to think, though. You know you're really making it hard. Making it hard when the computer's actually having a hard time. Alright, from my deck. Okay, during the main phase, you contribute this card special summon a true monster to your deck, or you can. Okay, this one might be. I might just go with that one, but I want to see what else is available. This one will also be pretty good, but I can get more if I just... If I do this monster. Oh, I can just keep summoning monsters all the livelong day, huh? Okay, well in that case... This one for defense. Yep, send it to the grave. And your battle phase comes to an end. Woo! I think I did good on that one. This card's gonna get special summoned. What do I want? Sure, let's do this one. Why not? Okay, he's just going at it, I guess. Shoot, what do I... I don't want to do that. All of these are kind of useful. Fine. I'll get 2 back anyway. Come on, end your turn, pal. Oh, it's during the main phase. Okay, well, better use this now then. Since you control a higher monster, I can special summon 2 monsters. Let's do... this one. Alright, what's a good card to send to the grave? Not as helpful right now as I thought it would be. Oh yeah, I can summon. Any of these cards got graveyard effects? Oh yeah, this one. Doi. Alright, what am I adding to my hand? That's not gonna help. Oh, just... Sure, give me this one, why not? This might help me make a bit of a comeback. Oh, and I got that card anyway. Neat! Okay, so I can special summon 2 monsters. What can I summon right now? Oh, I can summon a lot, actually. This card has no effect. This card might be a bit of a problem, though. Unless... get around that. Yeah, I got a lot of options. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to deal with that thing. Nope, that's not gonna help. Wait, does that have to be a mature monster? Okay, no. Just making sure. Okay, that's not gonna help since I'm only gonna have 1 card in my name. Probably that's going to be my best bet. But we're just going to quickly do this. No. I need those extra 2 monsters. I want some strong ones, something that can, like, take down some foes. Let's do this one. Alright, so let's go attack, attack, and then, wait, can I only use this in my, no, okay. So I should be able to use this during the battle phase, and he's probably going to use that effect to bolster his defenses, yep. Destroy it. Who needs to get? Who needs to get this? Who would it need to go? We don't have any. I think. Oh, I could send. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, sure. Send 2 cards to the grave. That works. Well, now bonus presents another problem. I still need a monster that can take this thing out. Fortunately, I have a card that can help me. Oh wait, why did I didn't need a... I could have just synchro summoned without using that card. Doi. Alright, fine. Wait. Is that what I want to do? Hang on, hang on. I want to make sure I'm using my best options here. Okay, this is probably the only thing that's gonna help me get rid of it. Because right now I think I got a good set of monsters set up. That's gonna be... Oh, no, you can't because you already used that effect. So that would be pointless. Let's do another restrictive power. What's gonna be good? This is really making me think. That's during the main phase. That's not gonna help me. I mean, it will, but... Oh, wait, actually... Okay, yeah, this one. But I'm not gonna, like... Oh, right, still in the main phase. Forgot about that. Yeah, you already... You can't use your effect. Because you already used that effect once per turn. Let's try that. And go for the double assault. Got him. Okay, now you're in a bit of a spot. I can't do anything with that. That's fine. I'm in a pretty good spot, so I think I'm good. Hey, we're getting raided! What is up, Super Live Raiders? How are things? Thank you so much for stopping on by. Hope you're all having a good day. So, wait, where is it? Here it is. All right, let's go. Welcome, the Autumn Trainer, Super Live Gaming, James Clark himself, Lady Lincario, Taki Terry, Brendan P, Super Nikid, JG Media Games, and Jamie Klenkolf. I hope I pronounced that right. If not, I apologize. How's it going, James? What were you guys playing? Hope everything's going well. I did hear that you're gonna be retiring from streaming soon. Was that this stream or is that in a future stream? Just out of curiosity. I appreciate you coming on out though, man. And well, I think I can speak for everyone when I say we're really gonna miss you, pal. Like you've been like a strong pillar in this in our friends group, in streaming and everything surrounding it. And I know this decision to retire could not have been an easy choice. So best of luck to everything that you do in the future, and I wish you nothing but the best. You heard James is retired. Yes, I did hear about that. Super Mario Kart World. Oh, okay, that's cool. Next week. Okay. He isn't leaving Discord, though. Okay, okay. Yeah, we're just playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel right now. I am killing it with this deck right now. Grave. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it, my dude. No problem. I can only summon one. I forgot about that. Okay. Let's do... I'm gonna do Visa one. Trader Mystic, by the way. Oh, hey, Trader. My bad. Yeah, might as well. Get another card in my hand. This one was pretty helpful when I didn't screw up. Give me, yeah, actually, you know what? Give me this card, why not? Jeez, I'm running low on cards. Probably putting it in attack mode would have been better. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Hey, thank you. Oh, sorry. Teriyaki Terry for becoming 1 whole month of being a Silver League member says, hey there, Kirishima Mayaman, Okarni, Seko, Anis, Jin, Enjo, and Aaron Echo. Good to see you. First, Captain Hoshikoa. May you light well. Kafka Hibiko. I have no idea what any of that meant, but thank you. Okay, okay, you're not gonna be able to stop anything. Okay, well, that's not gonna be helpful. I think we can just go on the offensive for game. Yeah. Attack. Attack. And attack again. Boom. Jeez, I hope the shaky lagginess of like when I deliver the final blow is not translating in stream, because it's like, jeez, is it ever shaky. It doesn't look like it. Oh. Hey, buddy. How you doing, Montmont? Hello, sweet buddy. How are you, sweet buddy boy? Names of people. Oh, okay. Hello, buddy. You guys can't see it, but Monty's here. Hello, baby Monty. Yes, hello. You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi to the people? No? Okay, bye. I love you. Alright, let's continue the rest of the story. With the arrival of the worms, the era of peace in Natura Forest was ruptured at last. At first, they seemed to be no more than a minor curiosity, like others that appeared in the forest from time to time. And so they were dealt with in the same way as any other interlopers. But it was futile, for the worms did not cease. On the contrary, their numbers grew by the day. The entire forest will be overrun if things continue like this. A number of Natura stood up, vowing to take down the worms and protect the forest. These were the Keepers, most of the powerful beings in the Natura Forest. As days went by, the fierceness of the conflicts only increased. In occasional moments of respite, Natura Leodrake looked back fondly on the time of peace that was now but a memory. It seems he had been fighting almost non-stop. He couldn't remember the last time he had laid down to sleep. Such is the strength of Leodrake's relentless fangs and ravaging claws. And even the worms proved no match. But their numbers are overwhelming, and their assault kept coming, one after another. The ever-dependable Natura beasts and Natura Barkalone, and even the usually static Natura Landossi had been called into action again and again. Leodrake had hardly a moment's rest before he heard the wing beats of an approaching Natura horn needle swarm. They had come with a message. A great host of worms was on the way. Noticing the unrest among the trees, Leodrake braced himself for combat. The previous series of battles had taken a toll, chipping away at his strength. Nevertheless, Leodrake will fight on. The forest must be protected. This place where we live in peace must be preserved. The lion of the Natura roused himself, letting out a louder roar than ever. Then he charged straight into the horde of worms, laying waste to all in his path. Have a great rest of your live stream. Keep up the great work, dude. Thank you very much. And thank you again for the raid. Much appreciated, my friend. And normally, I do normally end my streams at the 2-hour mark, but you know what? Just because we got raided, let's do one more story in Duel just for you guys. We're gonna do this one, which is a very, very interesting part of the story, and you'll see why in a minute. The sealed deities of the Fable realm. I hope everyone is doing tonight. Wait, tonight or alright? Anyway. Behold, the desolate landscape of an enclosed world. The night is indistinguishable from the day. Each is gloomy and dark. The air exhibits a clinging dampness, tinged with a sweet but foul smell like overripe fruit. This is the Fable realm, where the olden deities called the Fable reside. A dimension separate from the rest of the world. It has been their prison since their defeat in a battle long ago. The Fables are not benevolent gods. They are evil deities of war. That is why they were sealed away. Forbidden from traveling to the outside world, what becomes of beings with such a surplus of time and power? For them, there was no answer but battle. They fought and defeated one another, gathering power and violently climbing the ranks within their tribe. The Fable realm is divided into 3 levels: the Underworld, the Roaring Domain, and the Divine Domain. Access to the lower levels is restricted according to rank. And so, the Underworlders all desperately strove to reach the deepest sanctum, the Divine Domain. But now, after centuries of infighting, changes to the established order have become rare. For generations, there have reigned 3 kings. The first-ranked Fabled Valkyrius, the second-ranked Fabled Regain, and the absolute deity, Fabled Leviathan, reached the top to rule over the underworld. Then there are the Fable Imps, who serve as familiars to the Fables and do their bidding. Their duties include passing messages between the Fables, and looking after the fabled beasts among other errands. When their work is done, they gather together as colleagues to exchange and share information. Well, that's what it may look like, but to be honest, it's just the grunts getting together to chatter and gossip.
Oh boy, another day, another grind. Looking after the fabled beasts of the underworld is a seriously tough job. Did Nozuchi constrict you with its tail again? Whatever. I bet Ganishira trampled all over you today. Ultra's bawling echoes all the way down here into the roaring domain. They sent up a complaint. Not like we can do anything about it, though. Isn't he Mesojosa's grandchild? She's so preoccupied with returning to the divine domain. I'd wish he'd take a minute to cast a spell or something to quiet him down. Jabber, 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 jabber. Say, who's your favorite king? It's gotta be Lord Leviathan, right? They say he's been at the very top since before we were even born. Ain't that amazing? Lord Leviathan, huh? People say he's real strong, don't they? What about you? Who's your favorite? Mine's Lord Valkyrius. That majestic appearance. He's got so much style. For me, it's Lord Regain. Hands down. How do I put it? He's just got it, you know? Got it? Got what exactly? You know, he's brimming with it. Practically overflowing. Anyway, he's amazingly amazing. Don't try to deny it. His power level is like, pa-pow! Yeah, sure. Speaking of amazingly amazing, just the other day, Raven was... Hey, what are you suddenly changing the topic for? Their discussions always proceeded in this manner. Frivolous chit-chat without agreement, going around and around in circles. And this daily jabber always comes to an end in the same way, concluded with the exact phrase. Gee, I sure wish something interesting would happen around here. Indeed, the Fable Imps are not the only ones to have this thought. Boredom is rife within the Fable realm, and all of its inhabitants have known it well for hundreds, nay, thousands of years. Sorry I'm late, but Super Live Raid. Hey, thank you for coming in, Steven. How you doing? Hope all is well. Alright, let's test out the deck, or let's try this deck out, I guess. I already played it before. And this has a very unique, play style. Oh, he's using this one's using danger cards as well. Oh, I hate the danger cards. They used to give me so much grief back in the day. Okay. Oh, I got a danger card. You reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent chooses one random card in your hand, then you discard the chosen card. If the discarded card is not danger moment, special summon danger moment from your hand, and if you do, draw a card. Okay. What else do we have? If this card is in your hand, you can discard up to 2 monsters, including Fable, Macaronis, including another Fable monster, and if you do, special summon this card. Okay, I got special summon, and I get another card in the grave. During your main phase, you can activate this card, discard a Fable monster, do special summon this card from your hand. If this card is discarded, you can trigger one of the Fable monsters in your grave or special summon the targets. This card is in your graveyard, you can discard one of the Fable monsters, special summon this card. Yeah, there's a lot of routes we could take with this one. I kind of want to do... I'll set this first because I don't want this to go. Activate this effect, see what kind of card gets discarded. It's that one. Not sure if that's what I wanted. I'll summon it. Draw another card. Oh, right. So when it gets... If this card is discarded to the graveyard, add a Fable spell trap. Oh, okay, yeah. When this card is activated, you can send a Fable monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can target a Fable monster in your graveyard, discard 2 cards. If you do, add that monster to your hand. Oh, right, and they can all... Yeah, so the Fable cards, they can just easily be summoned after you discard them, which is kind of useful. If your Fable monster attacks the opponent's monster, and you have less cards in your hand than your opponent's, your monsters gain attack equal to the difference in the card. Oh, that might actually be helpful. What does this do? Target a Fable monster in your graveyard, and 1 face-up card on the field. Discard 1 card. So summon the monster. I want the field spell. During your main phase, you can discard a Fable monster. Do a special summon this card from your hand. Okay, that's also pretty useful. I need to get like stronger monsters on the field. Okay, actually, let's do... this. Discard... Crus. And then I can get its effect to go off to special summon... Macaronos. What does this do? This card special summon, you can special summon level 2 for monster from your hand. Oh, yeah, let's do that too while we're at it. Why not? During your main phase, you can activate discard from monster special summon this card from your hand. Yeah, I guess we'll do this one, why not? And then I can normal summon this one when this card is next to this Fable monster. This card is special summon. During your main phase, you can activate this card. Nope. Once per turn, you can discard any more card. Nope. Because I need to be careful. It's not... These cards, these effects activate when they're discarded. This one is specifically send to the graveyard. And it's just a very... There's a very clear distinction between that. If this card is in the graveyard, you can discard a Fable monster to the graveyard, etc. Add this card to your hand. Okay, that might help. If this card is discarded, so it's just... Nope. If you control another Fable monster, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard of a monster. Nope, nothing to do with the graveyard. Nope. I guess we'll do this card, since it's the only one that has a graveyard effect. But it only adds to my hand. Like, it's special summon and... Or actually, no, normal summon, not special summon. Alright, let's do this as well. Draw, and send a card to... Okay, and now these cards are gonna get a boost. Let's do this against you, and then yeah, during damage calculation. Then I'm gonna destroy your card with the boost from the stairs. And just go for an onslaught. Okay. And to top it off, we'll do some synchro summoning. What to summon, though, is the question. And then I can do a 6 monster, I think. Nope. That's gonna benefit his cards, too. Eight. Is there a level 10? Oh, yeah. Okay. I got my strat. I got my strat. So we'll start with Hyper Librarian. And then we'll do I don't think I've ever summoned this card, actually. Feeble Leviathan. And Hyper Librarian will allow me to draw a card. And this is every time a monster is synchro summoned, and that's why this card used to be broken and banned back in the day. What else can I do? Discard a Fable. I think this is good enough for now. So if he comes up with the counterattack, I'll have cards back in my hand to utilize. Which he does not. Alright, this is gonna be fun. I wanted another synchro summon, but sure, why not? Monster goes back to my hand. Which one, though? Good, 2, 6. Is there a particular level 6 monster I could summon? What's this? No, I don't want him to... Because he's using the same deck, so if he discards a card, then I'm just gonna... Okay, let's do a level 3 monster. Is this a tuner? Yeah, it is a tuner, so I need a level 3 non-tuner. Tuner. I don't have a level 3 non-tuner, that's a problem. What else can I summon? Okay, that might not be a bad choice. What else can I do? Nope. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with that. Yeah, give me this one. Just checking. Just making sure. Take this one. Set another card. Oh yeah, I could do another summon if I wanted to. Not that one. This is more than enough. I don't... It's pretty much overkill at this point. And boom, done. Honestly, like, if I started switching over to a Fiend deck, this might be the archetype I would use. Because you can make a lot of combos out of it. Alright, let's see the finale of the Fables. Today, once again, when the day's tasks are complete, the fabled imps gather to gossip as usual. That ruckus the other day was a real hoot, huh? You talking about Lord Andraith? Andraith? Given what happened, maybe we can drop the Lord. You mean Andraith, right? You mean Andraith Raid? That's the one. Andraith's pretty incredible, don't you think? He ignored the first and second kings and went straight for the absolute deity. Yeah, he just went for it. To heck with the consequences. Well, he still lost in the end, though. It sounds like he didn't do too badly. Shame. It would have been nice to see the underdog triumph. It sure would have been, huh? What? What is it? Did Cerberus run away again? Ever the troublemaker, isn't he? Well, I dealt with it and managed to bring him back to the underworld. You couldn't keep him on a leash? Are you saying one of the fabled beasts went all the way down to the Roaring Domain? It's off limits down there. No, that's not it. I really don't know if I should say this. No way. You mean he went all the way down to the 3rd level? Entering the king's territory in the Divine Domain? That's pretty serious. The only reason our lots are allowed to come and go as we please is because of our role as guards. No, you got it all backwards. He didn't go down to the lowest level. While I was chasing him, we ended up somewhere outside. It might have been the surface world. What the? You're not being serious. I am. It was like, all of a sudden, the world just changed. It was so bright and open. Huh? Do you think I should report this? I don't want to get punished if it's just my misunderstanding. But isn't keeping it a secret, like, even worse? I guess you're right. But still, if I go straight to the kings about this, it feels like it'll become a huge deal. I think it's best to let one of our superiors know. How about going to Lord D'Antieri? Lord D'Antieri, huh? Despite how he looks, he does treat us underlings well, doesn't he? Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll be back soon. It could have been caused by the chaos on the surface, or perhaps by the dimensional experiments performed by the Allies of Justice. But either way, the news of a path opening to the outside world created an uproar throughout the fabled realm. When had the underworlds last been able to raise a fist against anybody outside their kind? They could barely contain their zeal for the war to come.
Right as the surface world was battling the worms from outer space, a new enemy rose from beneath their feet in the shape of the Fables. With the emergence of these evil fiends, the surface tribes would now be faced with even greater peril. The allies of justice have really got their work cut out for them. First the worms, now they're gonna have to deal with the Fables. But that's a story for another stream. Still got 4 more to do, and I can finally do this one that I've been wanting to do for a while. But again, we're gonna have to save this for next week. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed your time here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stories. I know it's different compared to what I usually do, which is play with you guys. But I figured I should take a break from battling people just to, you know, mix it up every now and then. And it was fun going through the decks, actually, even though some of them were crappier than others. But anyways, hope you guys had fun. Hope you enjoyed this little story time. And without further ado, let's give thanks to the people who made this stream the best stream possible. First and foremost, shout out to our good buddy James Clark of the Super Live Gaming channel for the Super Live raid, as well as all you raiders who came in on said raid. Much appreciated. I hope I can raid him one last time before he retires, but we'll see what happens. Sorry I haven't said much, but it was great chilling out here. Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I think we just have our gold and platinum tier members. We have Ash as our gold member, and we have Heather Flanagan, Mike Flanagan, Zero Justice, Daniel Perez, Ashley, Caleb All Fun, Top Secret Yoshi, and Gum Monkey as our platinum members. Hey, thank you for 13 likes. I didn't realize we had 13 likes. Had I known sooner, I would have given you guys points much sooner. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoy the Leo points. But now... Oh. Okay, I'm still here. Phew. I clicked out by accident and got out of my dashboard. That was... Just need to find us a target. Okay, we're a little limited as to who we can raid right now. That's probably because everyone's sleeping. You know, let's go to this person. He's actually playing a pretty fun game. At least I think it's a pretty fun game. I'm gonna hope that he's not gonna wrap up his stream soon, but if that winds up becoming the case, I apologize. I have no control over that. And that target is going to be Retro Reed, who is currently playing Jedi Fallen Order. So let's go raid him by using the hashtag LeoRaid to let him know where we all came from. But that's going to do it for this streaming vid. Let me know in the comments below what other games you're able to play. But until then, I'm Tom Leo. You've been with the Fantabulous People, and I'm signing off. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace.